Hey, welcome back to Streamline Entertainment. I'm with Alex, big boy Arsenal supporter, on today's game. Liverpool against Arsenal at Anfield. What do we think? Al?
Right, this is a pinnacle game of the season. Arsenal, I believe, are 5 points clear. Man City beat Southampton yesterday at Southampton. This is Anfield. I don't think Arsenal have won there since 2012, where Cazorla got the Podolski got the goal.
Santi Cazorla.
So it was quite a few. It's been a long time. This is a colossal game. At the end of the day, Arsenal, we can't afford to lose it. I would be happy, to be honest. Right, if we take a point, I'm happy. That puts us obviously 6 points clear, with City with a game in hand. I'm going to be realistic. I'm not going to be biased because I'm an Arsenal fan. I'd love Arsenal to win. I'm going to say 2-2.
I'm going to be honest with you. If Saliba's there, this is my viewpoint. Watching Arsenal, if Saliba's there, I think Arsenal will beat Liverpool. These are my reasons why. Watching football, watching Arsenal this season, I think they've played superbly well. And the way Liverpool have played defensively, I think they're poor. And having Gabriel Jesus back in this game, I think it's a match. If they've got Saliba fit, I think, and Jesus, I think if Saliba starts, I think Arsenal will win this game 2-1. I'll tell you why. These are my reasons why. I think the way Arsenal play attacking front foot football and gamble, I think that can basically upset Liverpool. I really, really do. And I just think Arsenal are going to want it a little bit more than Liverpool. I think if it comes into an attacking open game of who can score the most goals, I think Arsenal can score more goals than Liverpool. This is my viewpoint on that. I think defensively they're better. I think midfield they're better. But like I said, you got to say, if Liverpool play at their best and Arsenal play at their best this season, I think Arsenal win hands down. I think Liverpool they're great at Anfield. I'm not dismissing that at the end of the day. But defensively, if Arsenal can get at that back four defence, I think they can give Liverpool more problems than what Liverpool can give Arsenal.
I think we got to remember. We only won 3-2 at the Emirates. What was it? 3 months ago. When we only beat them 3-2.
Yeah,
and that was a tough game.
It was a tough game. It was.
The thing is, though, I'm not going to say I would love Arsenal to win, but Liverpool are still a force at Anfield. At the end of it, they are inconsistent, but they're still a force at Anfield. So I'm not going to put my eggs in one basket and say Arsenal are gonna, we're gonna wipe the floor with them. I think it's going to be a very, very tight game, and I got to admit though, I'm not going there to thinking, oh, we're going to walk over Liverpool. I do think that Liverpool will raise their game. They're at Anfield, and I do think both teams will score. I can't see us, if we play to our best, I can't see us losing, but I think we'll probably, in my heart, I want Arsenal to win, but my head's saying draw 2-2.
We look at it, sometimes we look at I think when Arsenal played Liverpool, that was months ago. I think Arsenal have got a lot better since then. And I think Liverpool's performance haven't been that great of late. Yeah, they beat Manchester United. That was a poor Manchester United 7-2 or something like that, whatever it was. But I think this Arsenal, me personally, watching Arsenal play, I just think they're a better football inside than Liverpool. Yeah, Liverpool have got Mo Salah. Yes, they've got a lot of other basically decent players, Cody Gakpo at the end of the day. But I think the Arsenal midfield is younger, is fresher than what basically Liverpool's are. So I think it's going to come down. I think it's going to come down to youthfulness. I think Arsenal have got that.
I do believe. I looked at the table, right? I do believe it's a pinnacle game because don't forget Arsenal. We got Liverpool play today. Mm-hmm. Then we've got some of the big games. Then I believe we've got West Ham at the London Stadium. And then we've got Newcastle away.
Tough
and
game.
Then we got Chelsea at home. There's some big games to play for Arsenal, so it's not a conclusion that we're going to go on to win the league. And those teams seem to be like West Ham are battling relegation. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We go in London's danger. We'll probably be a game this season.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean?
It's getting like that with so many of the bottom teams suffering at the bottom now. Those teams, they know every match is like a cup final. You've got Bournemouth fighting for their life, West Ham, Everton. Sometimes we take these teams for granted, but when a team's fighting for Premiership survival and willing to throw everything on the line, that is a different kettle. That's a different kettle.
The thing is, though, you don't know any. Listen, right? You don't know what's going to happen, and we don't know what's going to happen, right? Because anyone can beat each other on a given day. Any team, 100%. Any Premiership team being given. Don't forget, we were 2-0 down against Bournemouth in the first. In that game a few weeks back, we only scored 7 minutes into injury time. Yeah. At the end of the day, 7 minutes into injury time. So anything can happen in the league. But I do believe this, right? Arsenal. A lot of people say, "Oh, it doesn't matter. We've had a great season. If Arsenal don't win the league and we come second, and Man City go on to win the league." No, I believe Arsenal got to win the league this season. I really think we got to win the league because it could be never 10 years till we get another chance. Yeah,
with City improving, Chelsea improving as well.
If Arsenal win the league, then we're back. We're going to have to win the league. This is the best opportunity we've had in years. This is the best young team we've had in years.
Do you think? Important question. You've been in there, Al. You know, you've been supporting Arsenal since the 80s. You've seen the good times, you've seen the bad times. If Arsenal beat Liverpool, very, very important point. If Arsenal beat Liverpool today, would you say you got one hand on the trophy?
100%. 100%. This game,
monumental.
I as I said, I looked at the league, and Man City played their game in hand. So we're on. We play 29. They play 29. We're 5 points clear. If we lose to Liverpool,
City still got game in hand over you.
Oh,
they still
got
at the
moment. At the moment, it's 5 points. But if we lose to Liverpool, then and they win, that's only 2 points. And Man City win their game in hand, that's only 2 points, and we're going to go to the Etihad. So if we lose to Liverpool, we've got major problems. We got some big issues if we lose to Liverpool, because then the pressure's on, and also we're squeaky bum top.
But I tell you what, I've been listening to some of the Liverpool supporters because AFTV, they've been going up to Anfield and asking. They don't seem confident, the Liverpool supporters. I think I've been watching a lot of the last couple of days and what AFTV's been saying, your boys, what they've been saying. And they're saying it's the most important game since 1989, that time where obviously Michael Thomas scored the winning goal. Could it be like that again now? Or I think this is going to be probably one of the best matches we've seen all season.
I think it's going to be so. I think it's going to be dramatic. Don't be surprised. Don't be surprised if it ends at 3-3 or something like that, or 4-3. It's going to be one of those games. It might be.
I can. If it comes to an open match at the end of the day, I don't think that's going to suit Liverpool. This is, I honestly, Al, I think if it's open, if Liverpool are going to play open and expansive, I think Liverpool that won't suit Liverpool if they come out.
It's going to be that game. It's going to be all out. Both teams are going to go at each other. It's going to be.
Would you say though Arsenal defensively better than Liverpool?
Yes, you have to on this season. The table don't know.
Yeah.
On this season. I think Arsenal have been better this season, but Liverpool, obviously in previous seasons, they've been obviously them and Man City have been the teams to catch, and this is the game where we're going to know if Arsenal are going to be Premiership champions at the end of the day. If Arsenal do go on to win the title, I'll be there. I'll be at the Emirates. Mate. Trust me, and that video will go on our channel.
So, just going to go through some Arsenal injury. Tomiyasu out to the 5th of June.
It's a long time, isn't it?
Nketiah out 21st of the 4th. So he's coming back in a couple of weeks. Saliba is due back. But what we're wondering, I was speaking to Alex, does he play or is he going to be on the bench and Holding still keeps his position, or does Saliba come straight back in? I'm thinking Saliba comes straight back in If Saliba's there, they've got that is Arsenal at their strongest. That is a strong side.
It looks like obviously Mikel Arteta is very good with the psychological mind games of which players are going to be played. He did the same with Trossard versus Fulham at the end of the day, and Trossard was meant to be out injured, and Trossard played at the end of the day. So I think Saliba is in with a chance. We haven't seen the team sheet yet. He's in with a chance. So it's going to be, even with Holding. If it's Holding playing, starting, he's just going to have to step up. He's going to have to play his part this season.
How would you feel if Saliba does start that match? What does that give Arsenal?
It gives us
because he's quick. He's a
young,
quick defender. Yeah, he's brilliant.
Yeah, he's young.
I'd have him. I'd have him at Spurs any day.
It gives us a massive chance. You know, him and Gabriel have been great all season. Holding is a good player, but he is the weak link. Let's be honest.
What do you think of the form of Ben White?
Oh, Ben White's been sensational this season. Ben White has been absolutely.
He's been like Mr. Reliable, isn't he?
He's been up and down. He supported Saka
a lot.
Saka's been on that wing at the end of the day, and you know those two together, White and Saka, have been absolutely sensational.
Supporting each other.
So listen, we've got a lot of cohesion in the team. We've got a lot of cohesion. We've got a lot of unity in the team, and this is going to be tested today. This is going to be a real test. I don't think,
as an outsider, as an outsider at the end of the day, I don't think this is a Liverpool side that Arsenal should be scared of. I don't think so.
Well,
at the end of the, I'll tell you why. They went to Bournemouth and lost 1-0 at the end of the day, and they were poor. I know this is Anfield. I know people say this is Anfield, but I don't think this is a Liverpool side to fear like you did say a couple of seasons ago. They're not the same force.
No, they're not the same force, but they're still a threat. And I'm not gonna. You've got to be. Even though I'm a massive Arsenal fan, you got to be kind of realise Liverpool can turn up. They turned up against Man United and they beat them 7-0.
7-2. Yeah.
Was it?
Yeah, 7-2.
Or something like that. It's a huge game, and it's.
No, it was 7-0. You're right. Sorry, it was 7-0, wasn't it?
It was 7-0. Yeah,
I can't remember offhand, but it was 7-something anyway. But let's just say that they got
so
battered.
many goals that way. It was so many goals that way.
Lost count.
Listen, right. Listen. Arsenal have been. I've read comments of Arsenal of 2-3 seasons ago, and Arsenal have been they've been a sleeping giant. Arsenal,
massively,
they've been a sleeping giant, and we've been the banter club. People have bantered us. So Arsenal again, they've got battered at Man City, battered at Liverpool, and you know we've taken some heavy defeats over the years. And Arsenal historically are a big club. And this is our time to shine.
Do you know your man from AFTV? He said that Arsenal are the best playing side, basically in the league. Would you say that? At the best?
At the end, yeah.
I think so.
I do, but
you've got to be. I do. I'm honest.
So far, they have been the best side.
But you've got to prove it
in the league. But everyone says this is the pinnacle side. This is the pinnacle side. Every game now is a cup final for Arsenal, and it starts here. I know it starts here. At the end of the day, this is the test. At the end of the day, this is the test. This is the acid test. This is where I'm going to judge my team.
Be honest, Al. What are these hardcore? What are AFTV saying? What are the hardcore fans saying? That be honest.
They're going to Anfield confident. They're going to Anfield thinking we can get a result at the end of the day. As I said, some of the fans who would be happy with the draw. A lot of the fans, if we take a 1-1 or a 2-2, I'm happy. I'm happy. We fight another. We can't afford to lose.
Yeah.
We can't because that really pales on the pressure of this young team. You've got to remember, this is a young team. They haven't been there before. At the end of it, I know Jesus and Sinchenko have made a huge difference.
I was just going to go into that quickly, Al. Sinchenko, how has he basically? What has he done for Arsenal? Would you say since he's come in? Because he's added a lot of experience.
He's been class. He's really been a game changer in the Arsenal team.
Because he also steps into midfield, doesn't he?
Yeah. He's what I call it, an inverted left back.
Yeah,
he's an inverted left back. So and he's a sensational player. He's skillful. He's technical abilities, and he's
a winner.
Made Arsenal into as what you said, as a winner. At the end of the day, as a winner, Jesus, we all know about Jesus. The guy on his day is world class. At the end of the day, so it's a massive. As I said, it's those two players are massive.
Thomas Partey.
Thomas Partey for me is what we needed for 20 years.
It's a Rolls Royce.
He is the player we've been yearning since Patrick Vieira of the Invincibles. He is the player we needed.
I always find, I know his class out, but sometimes, I'd probably give him an 8 at the end of the day. But do you find still sometimes he could go up another level
I think,
really dominate games?
I think when push comes to shove, he is that player. I think we were lucky to sign
confidence.
We were lucky to sign him from Atletico Madrid to get him for that price. Obviously, we had to pay I think it was 45 million. Just over 45 million to get him at the end of the day. So he's a type of player that should be at Barcelona, Real Madrid. He's that good. I personally think he's that good, and I think he's going to have to prove himself now. But I think if he can get us over the line, the line and wins the title, I think he's probably looking at the world's best midfielder.
Jesus, that's big. Moving on now, Martin Odegaard.
Martin Odegaard's young. He's only 24 years old. He'd been at Real Madrid for years, since he was 15. At the end of the day, Norwegian international, Norwegian captain. What at 20?
Tell you what,
no, I think at 22.
He destroyed us. He's played against Spurs a few times at the end of the day, and his passing ability and dropping in positions where we couldn't pick him up, he gave us a lot of problem. Martin Odegaard. I think he could be the key to Arsenal winning this game.
I think he's a key player. He does need. I think with all he's still young, he just needs to get a bit more physical, a bit more weight on him.
Yeah.
You can see he just get pushed off the ball.
Yeah, he's bright though, isn't he? He's bright.
He just get pushed off the ball, but he is technically gifted. I'll give him that. And I think games like this, as the Arsenal captain, he's got to shine. He's got to shine. He's got to hopefully make. When he plays well, Arsenal seem to play well, but he's an important cog in the machine,
Yeah, I like that. Moving on now, Granit Xhaka.
Granit Xhaka is an old school type of midfielder.
He gets stuck in, doesn't he?
He's not afraid. He's not afraid to get a yellow, a red, and I think you need players like this. I think you really need players like this that is going to go to ground.
He plays on the edge.
I think he's had his difficulties with Arsenal, but most teams, if you said to them in the Premiership, would you have a Granit Xhaka? I think he's going to leave some bounds. I think he's going to have to go to ground today. I think he's going to have to go to ground, and I think
he's better. I think he's better when he's fired up. Granit Xhaka.
Yeah, that's what you said.
But as long as he doesn't go over that line.
It's what you said. He lives on the edge. Xhaka lives on the edge. Xhaka's the type of midfielder, old school midfielder you want in your team.
Yeah.
And I think I think he complements Thomas Partey in that midfield. It's as I said, it's I'm saliving at the moment because
it's really happening here. Yeah.
This is going to be a great game. It should be played at Wembley. This should be fitting for Wembley. It's going to be that good. And one thing give Liverpool credit, because that cop, they do get behind there.
Yeah, they do. But my points again, Liverpool will always score goals, but this is not a Liverpool side that are quick getting around the pitch in midfield and defence like they used to. I'm not knocking them, but I just don't. I think Liverpool are still a good side, but I don't think they've got that pressing like they did a few years ago. I don't think that those players can press that hard. Maybe because of age and a lot of that hard pressing. And whatever you say, I think Liverpool need a lot of young midfielders coming in at the end of the day. But they've had a good innings. There's no doubt about that. Moving on now, Martinelli.
Martinelli, he had trials at Man United.
Jesus, I
He had
never knew
trials-
that.
Yeah, he had trials because he was playing for, I think, a Brazilian side in the 4th division. And he had trials at Man United and he got rejected. And for him to come as a youngster, I think it must have been about 18 when he came to Arsenal. As a youngster, he's come on leaps and bounds in the last few years. And he's going to be, his ceiling's high. Every Arsenal fan says to me, this guy's ceiling's high. But he does need to look up a little bit more. See what's around him, but he's
very direct. He's very direct, though, isn't he?
Yeah, and I think he's going to be. He just signed a new, I think, 5-year contract. So it's going to be a massive. It's going to be. He is one of the main ingredients for Arsenal. He's direct. He's quick. He's skillful, and he's going to get better and better. He's only 21. He's only 21. So this is it. This is where he's going to make a name for himself at the end of the day. He reminds me of a younger Alexis Sanchez.
Wow, that's incredible. Moving on to Saka, Al, how important he is to this game. This young man who, I think he was playing left back. I saw him playing left back in the early days. He played left back or he was in a covering position at the end of the day. And I looked at him and I remember saying to you when he first burst on the scene, this guy is going to be a world-class player. And what he was doing, which was incredible, he was taking the game like he was far older than what he was. Like from the scruff of the neck, he was fighting. He was pushing Arsenal forward, and he was a teenager then, bursting onto the scene. What an incredible guy! And now he's a flourished England international.
He's young, and the thing is, though, he's got a wise head on his shoulders. So he's got a wise head on his shoulders, and also this guy is a serious athlete. Well, he's very super. He's probably I would say he's probably the most athletic player in the team.
He doesn't stop running.
He doesn't, and
he doesn't stop.
Fouled. He gets fouled and injured 24/7, and I don't think he's had an injury yet. He's
No,
been lucky.
that's
not
that
to
young
have an injury.
physical strength he's got.
He's a match winner. He's Arsenal through and through. This is he could have played in any generation.
Yeah, I agree with you.
He's like, he's a throwback player of Rocastle, Thomas, Davis. Do you know they're from that call?
Yes.
At the end of the day, and he's come on leaps and bounds. And the thing is, though, he's going to be a generational player, world class.
And he's only 21, 22, isn't he?
Well, Mikel Arteta, I truly believe Mikel Arteta sees him as Arsenal's main man.
Wow. At that age,
that's
Arsenal's incredible.
Main man. So it's going to be, as I said, Saka is a match winner, and I think he's got a lot more to give. And he just plays
I've got to admit,
effortlessly.
When Saka, when he was playing at Spurs at the Lane, he gave us a lot of problems. And we didn't know whether he was going to be fit for that game. When he was playing, I was like, oh my fucking God. I said, we're never going to win that game with that guy there at the end of the day.
Anyone that says like, oh, we're going to be, if Arsenal comes second, it's been a good season, that's bullshit. It's bull. At the end of the day, Arsenal, listen, when you've got the opportunity to win a league, you've got to take it. You might not have another chance for 10 years.
Correct.
For 10 years. Even Leicester have won it. Leicester City, I know that season, I think it was 2016, was it 15-16? So I think it was 15-16 season, right? They won it. I know we're a bigger team than them, but they had the courage to win it. We're a big team. Come on, we haven't won it for 19 years. If we don't win this, we're going to get bantered like no one's business at the end of the day. We've got to do it. We've come this far with 8 games. With 8 games, we've come this far. Let's do it at the end of the day. Let's do it at the end of the day.
I do think, I've got to admit, right, if Arsenal, for me as an outsider, if Arsenal don't win this league, it's like what you said. I I think I'm not saying it's detrimental to them, but it will affect them to say, Jesus, we went all that way basically for nothing, and City picked them at the post. But I still think in this run-in, there's still sides that have a lot to do with our titles going.
Yeah, I think this game is gonna, if Arsenal do win, just say marginally win, just say they won 2-1. Let's just say in theory they won 2-1. I think that will give them the catalyst to go on and win the title. I think if we lose today, just say we lose 2-1, we lost 2-1 to Liverpool. That's a big dagger. That is a big game changer. The pressure is seriously on. Because at the end of the day, I don't take it, in the Premiership, you can't take anything for granted. We've seen so many, shock results.
Performances,
Shock results.
Yeah.
And we've seen so many shock results. I think it depends. I'm not sure. But, I think there'll be goals. I think there's going to be probably as what you said, one of the best games of the season. Do you know what I mean?
I don't know. Again, we'll talk about finish the match in a second. Gabriel Jesus, back from injury, he showed signs to me in his last game, beating defenders, going past places like they wasn't there, dribbling into the box. This guy's dangerous. I think this guy's key to you winning the championship.
He's fit. He was out for 3 months. So, when you have a knee injury, you're not sure you're going to come back the same player.
Yeah, of course.
At the end of the day. I think Jesus is such an underrated player. I never seen much of him when he was at Man City.
Yeah.
Because I know he was a rotational player. But
he's not that old, is he? 25, 26?
He's just turned 26.
26.
His birthday a few days ago.
Wow. Yeah.
26. So he is, I think Gabriel Jesus is very underrated. I think his ceiling's high. I think he's going to be a super world-class player.
Do you think in today's game, do you think he'll give Liverpool a lot of problems?
He's a sensational player. I've seen enough. I think the skill. I think he can beat players. He can create things himself. He's the striker we've always needed. He's the striker we expected Lacazette to be.
Yeah.
Even though Lacazette was all right, but I think Gabriel Jesus is a step up, and I think him having that experience at City and coming to Arsenal, he's an upgrade. Do you know what I mean?
I think he's wonderful. For what for City giving him away, I think it was a steal, to be honest with you, because I think he's a phenomenal striker. If he fit, Gabriel Jesus will go where a lot of strikers won't go. He will drive into the penalty area. He'll cause havoc at the end of it, and he's got the skill to cause penalties. I think he's a problem. I really do think. I think,
to be honest, right, I was surprised watching him 24/7 at Arsenal.
Yeah,
I was surprised how good he is.
It's funny because Leon said to me, was on about him before he even went to City. He said to me, that guy's world class, because he was watching him in Brazil, and he said that guy's world class, and he's going to develop into something very, very special. So, all right, what's your score, Ralph? This is it.
This is the big one. My prediction's this. I'm going to say 2-2. I think it's going to be a yo-yo game. I think Liverpool will start off well. I think they score first. They go 1-0 up. I think we equalise. I think we go 2-1 in front, and I think Liverpool will get an equaliser. But I think it ends 2-2.
That's Alex on the Arsenal Liverpool game. My thoughts are, I think it's going to be an open game. This is I'm going from what I see from both sides. I think Arsenal are the best, better footballing side and better defensively. I think they win it 2-1. I think they beat Liverpool today. I think everyone thinks in an open match it'll probably suit Liverpool. I don't think it will. I actually think it'll suit Arsenal on the break. I think they win it 2-1. Let us know what you think, and don't forget to subscribe to Streamline Entertainment. Thank you. Let us know what you think and the score.
Come on, Arsenal.
Enjoy the match.
Come on, Arsenal. We
Good
can
luck to
do
Arsenal.
this.